Something I don't regret? I expelled a student. It all started because of my best friend. She was the kind of girl who greeted everyone, who helped without asking for anything in return, who walked through the hallways smiling. Then Carlos arrived, a student transferred from another school. At first, he seemed normal, friendly, funny, sociable. He fit in quickly. But something began to change. I noticed that some girls tensed up when he walked by. They avoided eye contact. Then I saw the same thing happening to my best friend. She changed the way she arrived at school, where she sat in class, how she walked through the hallways. She spoke less, stayed silent when she used to share her opinions, looked down whenever she heard his name. One day she told me the truth. Carlos and his group were harassing her during sports practices and when they left them. Then I understood something else. All those girls I had seen tensing up were part of sports clubs that stayed late. I started writing everything down in a notebook: dates, places, names, situations. I stayed after school to observe. I saved messages, audios, mockery. I went to counselors, teachers, and administrators. I explained everything in detail. They did nothing. They called it boys being boys, said that maybe he liked her and didn't know how to show it. The harassment continued. I spoke to Carlos directly. I asked him to stop. He laughed. I was suspended for 2 days when I reacted. That's when I understood that no one was going to intervene. For 4 months, I gathered evidence while my friend kept walking into a school where she felt unsafe. When I had everything, I went to the police. The case was serious. But I didn't stop there. I sent the evidence to the press and the radio, and I published it myself, naming the school and the harasser. The system had no choice. There was an investigation. The principal and several teachers were fired for looking the other way. Carlos never came back. My friend smiled again. She no longer looks at the ground. I will never tell her what I did. But every time she looks at me, she smiles with gratitude.